I'm Waltraud Grausgruber, the festival directress, co-festival directress now, and co-founder of Tricky Women, Tricky Realities Animation Film Festival in Vienna, in Austria. The festival exists since 2001 and has quite a unique position in the international festival landscape because we focus on films made by women and or genderqueer artists. And I think in all this 25 years now, so I think I have established a platform for animated films in a feminist context, but also not only in a feminist context. We see the festival also as a civil organization, as we have events during the whole year, so we try to present animated films in really diverse contexts because we believe in the power of animation, and I'm convinced that we can make change with animation, can make an impact. So I did other film festivals before. I organized other film festivals, but not animated film festival, but they all had a focus on films made by women. And the other festivals we founded when there was this time of where everywhere in the world women's film festivals popped up because the films made by women were not screened so often. So in France, in US, I think also in Korea and in Germany, really big film festivals were founded because women made their own film festivals. So did we in Vienna also. But then in the end of the 90s, we discovered animation. And so we started with Tricky Women because we discovered the potential of animation. That at the first festival we were asked, can you make an animated film festivals with films made by women? Are there enough? Is there an interest? There was. We still exist 25 years later. And so it was important for us to put the stories made by women on stage. We thought we need more stories told from a female point of view. There are statistics in the US. They follow this since 2007, and they are looking on how many speaking characters, female speaking characters, pop up in the 100 top grossing films, and it's only 30% of the speaking characters are female. Imagine, and it's enough to say one sentence to be a speaking character. So women are really underrepresented, and that's still the case now. So it's really necessary to focus on works made by women and to put it in the center, to make the works visible. It's not that the films by women don't exist. There are a lot of films. At the first festival we were asked, is there enough material? But of course there was. And animation is such a strong medium. Within 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, you can communicate complex content you can't do in another medium because you're not bound to the physical. So you can create everything. You can create a completely different narration, and you have so many possibilities. And I really am convinced that you can make a change because you can tell other stories, and we need the stories about female realities. So we are a festival of inclusion. We accept films that are made together with men, but women have to be in the directing position, at least 50%. If you make a film together in a group, you have 5 students, so at least 3 female directors have to be in the directing position. There are many more female artists as students now, but afterwards in the industry they are not present, and there's still this unconscious bias concerning the budgets. So the big budgets in the industry are always given to men. So there are a lot of aspects we want to change with our festival. We use it also for, as I said, in other contexts. We had topics like animation and the unconscious, animation and violence, absent. So we also will continue. Next year will be the topic animation and resistance. I think female animation artists often bring deeply personal and multi-layered perspectives to the work, and they explore often subjects like the transformation in ways that are both intimate and political. And their storytelling tends to question traditional narratives and structures and open very often new ways of seeing and feeling. Fascinates me is the diversity of approaches. I would say it's ranging from poetic, abstract, visual images, visual language, to bold, direct commentaries on our society. And this work shows that animation is not just entertainment. Of course, it can be fun. It should be like this. It should be pleasure, entertaining. But it's also an amazing tool for reflection and resistance. I think festivals, also Guangdong International Festival, are really important. They are places of networking, exchange, and they are creating visibilities. Very often where the places for shorts. And so festivals are really an important platform to show these works in a context that values this artistic innovation and also, especially to give women, the feminist engagement. So we want to rewrite cultural history, and I think festivals do this to rewrite also film history. So it has also this historical aspect to show films that haven't been shown for a longer time, or to show films from film history that are not known so often. And we as a festival made some retrospectives from artists that haven't been seen so often before. So that's an important role for festivals, I would say. And they also inspire younger generations of creators to see that their perspective matter. You bring in new tendencies, and my generation is interested. What are your interests? What you want to talk about? That festivals are the possibility to present your visions, and so the world should also know about your thinking, your dreams, your longings, and your passion. And yeah. So if you want to know what I think about the films I've seen here, I've seen amazing films in a big variety of techniques and topics, and we also had to judge about Taiwanese film. It was an amazing experience for me. I would love to see more. And one wishes, if I can wish something, I very often miss films about our working situation. We have a special call that is called Work Affairs. We spend so much time on working, and we still get films that are really that visualize really traditional images of work, factory work or manual work, but our life has changed. And so I would wish to see more stories about the kind of work that define our time, creative and precarious work, emotional and care work, and this constant blending of life and work. So, and animation is a perfect medium to explore all these complexities. Every year there are films that surprise us, that makes us feel enthusiastic. There are things we have never seen before, or traditional techniques connected with computer animation or augmented reality or virtual reality. So there are thousands of possibilities. So there's so much power and energy in animation. That's amazing. That makes my inner fire burn. And this makes festival feel alive, innovative, and full of possibilities.